There's 4 stocks I'm keeping an eye out before going into March 10th. Week of March 10th, I think these 4 stocks are going to be on my top list. It's going to be SoFi, Tesla, Nvidia, and Palantir. I don't want to waste your time. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right away. Palantir, Nvidia, Tesla, SoFi are 4 stocks I'm keeping an eye out for. And so the reason is this is the Bollinger Band on the daily chart. SoFi here being at the bottom of the band. Tesla also very, very close to the bottom of the band here. And then Nvidia here testing closer to the lower of the band as well. Current price being 112. And then Palantir here, it's actually not at the lower band just yet. The lower band's going to be right around 65. And let's go ahead and delete these boxes here. That's why it's a little easier to see here. Current price being 84, almost 85. I think the potential drop for Palantir could possibly go a bit lower. The thing is, we are on a pretty important support level here on the Fibonacci retracement. That's at 79.73. And as you can see, the past 5 trading days, we've been respecting this level of 79.73. I think if we go ahead and zoom in here, it does show that we did kind of test below it, but we did end in these daily charts above the 79.73 support level. And so moving forward, going into this week of March 10th, that is, I want to see if we can continue to remain above 79.73. If so, there is a possibility of a potential move all the way back up to the middle band. Middle band is going to be right around $95, $96. If there is a break below 79.73, I would then caution on the test towards the lower band, which in my opinion would be a pretty good entry in terms of dollar cost averaging. That's right around, again, the $65 mark for Palantir stock. So I'm going to color this red. The downside from current prices, let's go ahead and measure it from 84. It's going to be about a 22% potential drop. Again, the lower band here acting as a support level. This probably would be the best entry level point if we get down towards that level towards this week. If not, again, the upside move. Let's go ahead and measure the upside move from where we're at currently. It's going to be about a 15 or 14%. It's going to be about a 17 or 18% move towards the top side. The bottom here is going to be right around specifically 21 or 22%. Upside possibly 17 or 18% for Palantir there. So I'm basically going to be looking during this week between the middle and the bottom Bollinger Band. I don't think we're going to get a test towards the high just yet. First, just wanting to see if we can claim this middle Bollinger Band as support, or are we going to pull back down into the lower Bollinger Band on the daily chart. Going into the second stock is going to be Nvidia, currently at 112. I'll go ahead and delete these boxes so it's easier to see. And I do want to mention that last Friday, we did break above this Bollinger Band here. We could have ended below it, which would have been extremely bearish, meaning we could have had a potential sell-off down into $96, which is the support level on the Fibonacci retracement. Because we did remain and end above this Bollinger Band, being the lower Bollinger Band, I believe we could potentially see a test towards the middle Bollinger Band. Here is going to be right around 127. So my price target for this week of Nvidia will first be the test towards the Fibonacci resistance at 117.72. So this week, I think call options would be great in my opinion. That would be a 6%. Let's go ahead and measure it from 112.69 there. It'd be about a 4.5% move towards 117.72. So that would be the first run here. Let's go ahead and measure that. The second run, if we do break above 117.72 and claim this as a support level for Nvidia, I would then keep an eye out for a move all the way up towards the middle Bollinger Band. That's a 12 to 13% move towards 126.59. Just an approximate level there. Middle Bollinger Band there. In the future, so possibly 2 to 3 weeks from now, if we can claim 127 as support or break above this resistance here, and the bulls come back, there's more buying pressure above the middle Bollinger Band, I would then keep an eye out for a move up to the upper Bollinger Band. Let's go ahead and take a look there. Upper Bollinger Band is right around 145 resistance, so that is going to be breaking above our 142 resistance that we have here. Let's go ahead and compare the current price down there all the way up to the upper Bollinger Band. That's a 29% move on the stock price. So as you can see, personally, I believe we're very close to a potential bottom here. I think 107.56 here could be a possible bottom. I think this last Friday candle was extremely bullish. It was great to know that we did break above and remained above the lower Bollinger Band here for NVIDIA stock. And personally, I did add some NVIDIA shares here at 109 average, keeping an eye out for that test towards the middle Bollinger Band going into potentially this week, so long as we do break above 117.72. Tesla here, very close to the lower Bollinger Band as well. Same thing with NVIDIA. I think it's extremely bullish that we did end last Friday above the Bollinger Band. Lower Bollinger Band here is going to be at 249.40. We actually got to a low of 250.73 there, and then we are here currently at 262. All right, end of day they're going to be 262.67. During this week, let's go ahead and zoom out a bit. I think we should see a lot of volatility here for the stock price going into this week of March here, March 10th. I'm going to go ahead and measure the current price, 262, all the way to some resistance levels to keep an eye out for. So when Tesla runs, it should be running quite volatile. You can see there was a big drop here all the way down to where we are currently. The next run up for Tesla should be, for sure, in my opinion, above 272. That no doubt will be tested above. I think 272 should be a support level moving forward as well. So hypothetically, if you were to enter at 262, the next major resistance to keep an eye out for is going to be 314. That is a 20% move on the stock price from where we are at currently. And I do believe the middle Bollinger Band is going to be tested, so closer towards 342. 342 there is going to be a resistance level to keep an eye out for. And if the overall market does reverse, and you see Tesla also reversing as well, bulls might come back after we break above the middle Bollinger Band. And I do think we will eventually, sometime during this year, test the upper Bollinger Band. So this is going to be a longer term price prediction of 435 here being tested for the upper Bollinger Band on Tesla daily chart. That's going to be about a 65% move from where we're at currently. So personally, I wouldn't be panic selling. Personally, I would be adding small positions at a time, dollar cost averaging into Tesla. I think we're at a really good entry point here for Tesla stock to reverse back up to the middle and upper Bollinger Band. You can see the RSI for Tesla stock here, currently below 30. And we can see that on the Bollinger Band, we are on basically testing the lower. So we have two signals here. And taking a look at the MACD as well, there's a potential possibility that we might have a crossover here for a buy signal. And NVIDIA here on the daily chart, right around 37. So it's not quite close to 30 yet, but it's pretty low compared to 45 or 56. If we take a look at like in pounds here is actually going to be at 43 versus NVIDIA here at 37. But again, last Friday's close was pretty bullish in my opinion for both Tesla and NVIDIA, both signaling a potential bottom there in my opinion. And SoFi, of course, if we take a look at SoFi, this one also at 34 for the RSI. We can see here we also ended above the lower Bollinger Band here on the daily chart for SoFi stock as well. I think this is a pretty good entry point. I don't think we'll test $10 again. 11.82 being the low here. We shouldn't see anything lower than $10 in my opinion. 12.55 here is going to be in the after hours. 12.59 was our close. I would keep an eye out for a test towards $15 as well as 17.51 here. Upper band I think should be tested during this year. And then in the short term here, once the market reverses back into the middle here, middle Bollinger Band going to be at $15. So comparing the current price to the middle Bollinger Band, so that's going to be about a 20% move, followed by during this year, I do think we'll get a test back towards 17.51. That's going to be about a 40% stock move for SoFi stock. So we got SoFi here, 40% end of year is my prediction. Tesla end of year, about a 65% move from current prices. And then NVIDIA here, 28 or 29% move. And these, in my opinion, are going to be a minimal price target, right? Realistically, I think this could also honestly hit in a couple of weeks, possibly 1 or 2 months for NVIDIA, as it has moved pretty volatile as well. Palantir here, I haven't gone over this too much just yet, but 84, 82, end of year, it's possible we might see that retest of the upper Bollinger Band, which is all the way back up right around the high of all time, a 52 or 53% move from current prices. But first, I believe Palantir has some more room towards the downside. It just depends if we can continue to remain above 79.73. But if 79.73 does break down again and we actually close below it, that's when I would caution on a potential test towards $65 there. So wouldn't mind starting a small position here, just save some cash on the side just in case Palantir drops down to 65. NVIDIA here, personally, I would be loading while we are below 117. I think we're going to get a test towards 127 and 144. There's my prediction. Tesla, same thing here, similar to NVIDIA, would be loading while we are below 272. I don't mind adding here from 272 all the way to 237. That's my preferable entry range. If personally long term, I'm either holding this and just dollar cost averaging over time, or looking for a swing trade towards the middle or upper Bollinger Band. SoFi, similar to Tesla and NVIDIA, we're close to the lower Bollinger Band. Looking to enter here, looking to test the middle and upper Bollinger Band. If you are in SoFi, Tesla, NVIDIA, or Palantir, highly recommend joining the Discord, link down below in the description. We have over 32,000 members and it's free to join. And lastly, if you're looking for our live entries and exits on stocks and options, we do have a permanent 90% off discount, link down below for Patreon. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you in the next video for Palantir, NVIDIA, Tesla, and SoFi stock.